Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. In this video, we're going to talk about Edo State, where the Edo State House of Assembly has suspended all the local government chairmen and their vice for disrespecting Governor Monday Okpebholo. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. And if you're new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, one of the trending stories in Nigeria today is that the Edo State House of Assembly has passed a resolution suspending the chairman and vice chairman of the 18 local government councils of the state for 2 months. The House also mandated leaders of the legislative arms to take over leadership of their respective councils. This is because Governor Monday Okpebholo had earlier written a petition to the State House of Assembly over the refusal of the chairman to submit financial records of their local government to the state governor. In the letter, the governor, who described the local government chairman's refusal as an act of insubordination and gross misconduct, requested the House to look into the matter. And the House looked into the matter, and the sledgehammer was put down on the local government chairman. They welded the big stick on the local government chairman and their vice chairman. And that is an issue that is really of a concern. This is because we know what was, I can understand what is playing out. The local government chairmen are PDP local government chairmen. And you know that the election that brought them in was conducted under the supervision of the former governor, Godwin Obaseki. And like is typical in every state in Nigeria today, whenever a local government election is held, if the governor is an APC governor, APC will sweep the whole state council seats. If the election is conducted under a PDP governor, PDP will sweep all the seats. If the election is conducted in a state where the governor is of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA will sweep the whole seats. Now, Okpebholo had just been sworn in after the September 21 governorship election, which he won, but which the result is being challenged in the court. And you know what it means, that governors never take their eyes out of the monies of the local government. It was because of the governor's penchant of trying to pinch the monies of local government. That was why the federal government went to the Supreme Court to make interpretation about local government autonomy. It was following that Supreme Court interpretation that we now have what everybody is now referred to, local government autonomy. In other words, local governments are no longer appendages of the state governments and state governors. and their allocations are going directly to them. And they are now being held accountable for how they spend their money. And if you're a local government chairman and you misappropriate local government fund, you are not accountable to the governor. You are accountable to the people of your local government. And you're also accountable to the people of Nigeria, because the EFCC, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the ICPC, the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, are all there to deal with you like they are dealing with other people who put their hands in public till. Unfortunately for the local governments, unlike the governors, they don't have immunity. So within the 3 years they are in power, EFCC can do anything they like with them, can prosecute them, can sentence them. They can even be sentenced to jail while they are still local government chairmen. Of course, when they are sentenced, they must leave the seat. It therefore beggars belief that a state governor did not know the limit of his own bound. I'm talking about Governor Monday Okpebholo. He didn't know the limit of his own bound as governor, to the level that even if he doesn't know, his Attorney General ought to have advised him not to dabble into these local government affairs. Perhaps after suspending them, what happened? Are they going to say, who will be managing their funds now? The funds will be going to where? And that was why the People's Democratic Party is kicking in Edo State, and rightly so. What is the business of the governor with the financial records of the local government? It's just like President Bola Ahmed Tinubu demanding that governor of Abia State should bring a financial report of Abia State to him. That's exactly what this governor is saying. And the local government chairman rightly refused. But because that's not his schedule. That's not his business. If he has any idea that they abused their offices or that they did wrong with their allocation, what he ought to have done is to report them to the ICPC or to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, or even to the police, so that they will do independent investigation of those local government chairmen and find out whether they committed any act of corruption in running their local government. But it is not for you to tell them to bring the books because you want to look at it, because you are looking for faults. You are looking for what you will use to nail the former governor. Because that's apparently the whole, there's no other interpretation I can give it. Perhaps they want to see whether there was a way to link any misappropriation of funds in local government to the former governor. If you have an idea that there was something like that, EFCC should handle the matter. It is not for you to say they should bring the book to you. If they bring the book to, what do you do with the book? Isn't it the same governor that was struggling with even the figures in the budget? How is he going to analyze the financial returns of the local government? You know, it beggars belief. So what I'm saying is, I think the Attorney General of the Federation need to wade into the matter. This is not a matter that should be allowed to lie low. And that's 2 months, they have no, the Edo State governor has no right. Because what the assembly did was they were doing the bidding of the governor, suspending duly elected. These people are tenured. They were elected for 3 years, voted for the same way the governor was voted for. Their mandate is not any less than the mandate of the governor. They were voted for by their people, just as the governor was voted to be the governor. So you have a governor, and the assembly can connive and cut short their 3 years tenure by 2 months. And that suspension, they can even extend it, because the way those State House of Assembly sounded like a real rubber stamp. Of course, there were a few dissenting voices in the assembly. This portends danger. In fact, this is a mockery of the Supreme Court's ruling, giving autonomy to the local governments. This should not be allowed to happen. This should not be allowed to happen. And as I said there, how can this problem be solved? The Attorney General of the Federation, who went to the Supreme Court to seek interpretation on the relationship between the local government and the state governments, and on the need for local government autonomy, cannot sit by and watch what is the travesty that's going on in Edo State. If the governor does not know the limit, the bound, his constitutional limit, he ought to be reminded by the Attorney General of the Federation. Now they will pretend that they don't know what is going on until a crisis erupts in Edo State. Because already the PDP are not happy with what is going on. Because any silence from Abuja will be an endorsement of what the governor and the assembly had connived to do in Edo State. They have no right to do that. The right they have is to report if there is any crime committed by the local government administration, file a petition with the EFCC or the ICPC so that they will look into the matter. That is what they ought to have done. They have no right to suspend local government chairman. Because if state assemblies and the governor can suspend local government chairman, then the Supreme Court just wasted their time in telling us that they have given autonomy to the local government. The Attorney General of the Federation must wade in. He shouldn't wait for this local government chairman to start going to court, to start protesting on the street. He ought to call the Attorney General of the Federation to advise his governor to suspend that suspension immediately in the interest of rule of law. Nigeria is not, at least Nigeria is a government, our country is not a country without laws. Nigeria is a country run by laws. We know that our laws have not been effectively implemented in several fronts. But this is an indication of Nigeria being a fair state when the rule of law is not followed. So the Attorney General of the Federation, the onus is on you now. You are the one that went to court and obtained autonomy for local government. You have to enforce it. You are the chief law officer of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And Edo State is part of the territory you cover. Do something. Don't allow PDP to start protesting on the streets. Don't allow the lawmakers that have been illegally suspended to go on the streets. The local government chairmen that have been illegally suspended, don't allow them to go to the streets and mobilize their supporters before you wade in and call the governor to order. He has overstepped his bound from what we understood about local government autonomy. If he has any grievance against them, there are legal procedures. ICPC is there. EFCC is there. All these are controlled by the APC, which the governor is a member. So why they rush to discipline the local government chairman? Because they disobeyed your order to bring their financial record. It doesn't really make sense. And I think the Attorney General of the Federation, to do something about it fast before things get out of hand in that state. I don't know what to think about the suspension of the local government chairman in Edo State because they disobeyed the governor. And now the governor is claiming that that disobedience is an act of insubordination and gross misconduct for which the assembly suspended them. That should not happen in a democracy. That should not happen when we have a local government autonomy. Unless the Supreme Court just wasted Nigerians' time in claiming that they have now given autonomy to local government. But if they find writings in that court judgment is true, then they have to save the local government chairman in Edo State from further embarrassment. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, or have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.